Allora, facciamo che continuiamo con Bonnie, dai. Poi dallo sceriffo ci andiamo.
Ah, Mr. Marston, how are you?
Good, Miss McFarlane. How are you?
I'm well. Would you mind riding with me to Armadillo? I've got to get some supplies and I could do with the company.
Of course.
You can take the reins. It wouldn't do for a terrifying bounty hunter such as yourself to be seen driven around by a woman. Take the driver's seat, come on!
Oh, vediamo la carovana, che bello. Ale.
Let's just go. I don't want to keep Paul waiting. You're looking much better.
Quando vediamo un carro, premi X per accelerare.
So do tell me, have you needlessly risked your life since we last spoke?
No, miss, I have not.
Well, that's a relief. Perhaps there's hope.
Ah, per camminare all'indietro R1, il tasto per frenare.
Oh, there's always
Guarda,
hope,
un po'
Mr.
di
Marston. You can't be a rancher in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
tutorial dei comandi.
Admirable attitude, miss.
I suppose so. I can't think of any other way to stay sane, to be frank. What about you? Have you ever given up hope altogether?
Hope hasn't really entered into it. It's not really something I think about.
A peculiar outlook. I can't really say I understand you.
I can't always say I do either.
Oh, don't be so deliberately enigmatic.
I'm not, miss.
Yes, you are. You are being deliberately obscure as a substitute for having a personality.
I just know there are two theories to arguing with women, and neither one works.
I'm not even going to dignify that gibberish with a response. You never did tell me where you live.
I have a small holding up in Great Plains.
A farmer? Yeah, and I'm the Queen of England.
Lol.
And at what point during your day of hunting down outlaws do you find time to raise chickens?
Only been at it 3 years or so. I guess I'm kind of new to it.
You're telling me? So who's looking after this farm of yours right now?
Uncle? Well, he's not my uncle, as far as I know. Just an old dog who's as lazy as a lizard on a hot day. Kind of fella laboring under the delusion that age brings wisdom.
Sounds like the perfect
Permesso.
person to be in charge of your entire livelihood.
We go way back, and I didn't have a lot of choice.
I'd be getting back there if I was you.
That's what I'm trying to do, miss.
Porca miseria. C'ho la Springs. Ma quanto è lontano? No, siamo quasi arrivati.
How well do you know New Austin?
I don't. We talked about coming down here many times, but never made it.
Who's we?
Me and the folks I used to work with. Yeah, New Austin. The last real outlaw country, where the old ways still hold true. You do a man wrong, he'll shoot you for it. Do a man right,
Armadillo, siamo arrivati.
he still may shoot you for it. But at least you have an idea of what's right and what's wrong there.
Dear, oh dear, Mr. Marston. What dreadful novel did you get that romanticized drivel out of?
Ci siamo.
So this is Armadillo. Manhattan it is not, but it does okay for us. Most important thing for you right now is getting yourself into Dr. Johnson's office to purchase some medicine. The first one's on me.
Thank you, miss. I'll pay you back.
I'm sure you shall. The doc's a good fellow. He saved your life, so be polite to him. Meet me in front of the general store when you're done.
Ok, andiamo dal doctor. Questo è un po' di medicina.
Howdy, friend.
Ah, vabbè, gratis ce le do. Però siamo giustamente al verde. Tabacco e mela. Sì, no, ma la mela serve per recuperare la resistenza ai cavalli, se non ricordo male. Comunque, prendiamo questo intanto.
Thanks a lot.
E torniamo da Bonnie. Sono conservati nella tua borsa. Ok. Aspetta, usiamolo a sto punto. Ah no, ok. Sono già al massimo.
Well, thanks for driving me. It was nice to be able to enjoy the view for once, and a little company never hurts now and again.
You're more than welcome, miss. Least I can do. Thank you for the medicine.
Why don't you have a look around Armadillo? You can always take a stagecoach back to the ranch later.
I might just do that. Travel safely, miss.
Try not to get yourself shot. I won't be around to save you this time.
How do you do?
Secondo andate ad Amadino di solito ci sono delle diligenze che caricano e scaricano. Dietro la stazione merci. Andiamo per i fatti nostri. Vabbè, brevissima sta missione praticamente, dai. Molto breve. Allora, aspetta, andiamo qua che c'è lo sceriffo. Così facciamo sta missione.
Excuse me.
Hey, you got a visitor.
Shut up, you! Now, what you want?
My name's John Marston. You wanted to speak to me.
I did?
Apparently so.
Why?
I guess because we're both in the business of the law.
You that fella from the train company?
No, I'm from Fort Mercer.
Fort Mercer? You them, one of them Williamson boys.
Calm down.
Go on, shoot him, mister. Shoot him.
Come what, you getting cute with me, boy?
What's going on here?
I got me one of them Williamson boys.
I got me one of them idiots who give marshals a bad name.
Jonah, put your gun down. You must be the man from Blackwater.
Yes, sir. Listen, that dog ain't too bright, but he seems loyal.
Jonah, get out of here for a minute.
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson, sir. And you. Oh, I done seen enough of your hide around here, friend.
I think there's some school children down the way you can go and frighten.
Oh, hardy fucking har. Dickhead.
What are you doing here, Mr. Marston? Apart from frightening my deputies.
I'm here to capture or kill Bill Williamson.
Okay.
Can you help me?
He's outside my jurisdiction. He's in the next county. Of course, Bill Williamson and his boys have tended to keep themselves away from my town.
So you're happy to have him out there?
Well, I ain't happy, but I also ain't suicidal. My job is to keep this town safe, not clean up all of these 3 counties. It's hard enough around here.
You know, I hear you speak, and suddenly I'm reminded of how some of the people I respected most in my life had a problem with authority. What's wrong with you?
Well, I'm sure you and your fine friends have enjoyed spending your time running around pursuing noble causes. My cause is to keep this town from turning into a living hell for the folks who live here. Whole world has problems, mister, and I'm here doing what I can.
Why? What's happening?
Right now, I got the railway, the people that pay my salary, trying to get me to turn a blind eye to them burning down settlements up there. I got a bunch of cattle rustlers out near Box Canyon needs shutting down. Not forgetting the gang that keeps murdering homesteaders out in the back country. And I got a bunch of hoods over in the saloon, drunk, threatening to shoot up the whole town. That's all I got today. But it's early yet. Give me a couple more days. There'll be more.
All right, tell you what. Let's go deal with them hoods in the saloon. Then we'll discuss Williamson.
Okay, boy. You're a persistent little cuss, ain't you?
Only when things matter.
Let's head over to the saloon.
Va bene. Abbastanza lungo il filmato.
So who we looking for?
Cerchiamo di capire un attimino
Two-bit hoodlums, led by this fella
sto
called
sceriffo che tipo è.
damn road agents who prey on the stages coming in and out of town. Drivers in armadillos spend more time with their hands in the air than on the reins these days.
And you're happy to let them drink in your saloon?
Happy? No. The way I figure it, better they're carousing in there than out robbing decent folk.
That's an interesting approach to law enforcement.
Infatti. Effettivamente così.
There's a dumb rat bastard now. Let's follow him. See what kind of hole he crawls into.
Let's go, Marston. I've been after that son of a bitch for months.
Ok, chiamiamo il nostro cavallo. Finché vive il tuo cavallo ti raggiungerà ogni volta che lo chiami con un fischio. Sta arrivando. Grande zio. Allora, seguiamo il tipo. È partita in guida lo sceriffo.
If Walton's as bad as you say he is, why don't we just beef him now while we got the chance?
Because that ain't how the law works.
Come on.
Allora, piano, che il cavallo già stanco. Cerchiamo di tagliare la strada. Al tipo. L'ho un attimino perso di vista però.
Must be at the old Pleasant's house. Probably best we take it on foot from here.
Ah, tu dici di andare a piedi. Vabbè.
Hey!
Looks like we got company, boys.
Damn! Take cover!
We'll work our way up this hill.
Si ricomincia a combattere.
To that wagon. Marston, take that bastard behind the tree.
Come on now! Stop that!
Now move up to that
Ok. Cerchio per ricaricare, questo già lo sapevamo.
You ain't that tough, Walton. You ain't getting near.
Coprite. Ok, ho un attimino erroneamente attivato il dead eye. Aspetta. Perfetto. Devo stare attento a non ammazzarlo. Hai scoperto il vestito della banda di Walton.
Not a bad shot, Mr. Marston. Why don't you check in with me next time you're in town?
I don't want to be no policeman, Marshal.
Nor did I, my friend. I can promise you that. I'll see you soon, Mr. Marston.
Come on. Yeah.
Minchia, tutta qui la missione. Vabbè, penso sia perché comunque sono le missioni iniziali. Va bene così, dai. Allora, torniamo da Bonnie, dai. Stavolta facciamo con Bonnie, moglie e boy.
Mr. Marston, I've been hearing about your plans.
Have you, Miss McFarland?
Yes, from Lee Johnson. To settle here and build a life for yourself.
I'm afraid those aren't my plans. See, I already have a life. Well, I had one, and I'm trying to reclaim it. Or maybe what you could say is I had two, and I'm trying to end one of them so the other can survive.
You do so love to talk in riddles, Mr. Marston. Do you do that, I wonder, as a substitute for having anything interesting to say?
Probably, Miss McFarland.
Oh, call me Bonnie, you fool. Call me Bonnie.
Miss McFarland, I'm married. I have a son. I had a daughter, but she died. Years before that, I rode in a gang. We robbed banks, trains, held people ransom. We killed people we didn't like. Bill Williamson was in that gang. Now, if I don't capture my former brother in arms, great harm will befall my family. Now, I don't suppose any of this is very interesting to you, but I hope it explains why I wasn't so eager to talk about it.
No, I do understand. I had no idea. You poor man.
Even in this new country, memories don't really fade. My father was an illiterate Scot born on the boat into New York. He never saw his homeland, but to hear him talk about it, you'd imagine he only ever ate haggis and wore a kilt. And he hated the English for what they had done to his great-grandparents that he'd never met. People don't forget. Nothing gets forgiven.
That's true, especially when it comes to money. And you know, even now, after all his labors, my father's debts are still terrible. I worry every day about us losing the ranch. It would kill him.
My father died when I was 8 years old. His eyes were, well, let's just say he was blinded in a bar fight south of Chicago. My mother died during childbirth. She was a prostitute and he was her, well, I don't know what he was. So I was sent off to an orphanage and ran away and fell in with a gang.
My word. What a difficult life you've lived.
The leader of the gang taught me how to read, taught me how to see all that was good in the world. He was a great man in a way.
But you killed people.
Sure. And I've suffered for it. And that's the life I left, or tried to leave. Said too much, Bonnie. I'm an uneducated killer, sent here to do all I can do well. Kill a man in cold blood so that another man may do his part to cut crime in an area, and a rich man can be elected governor on the back of these promises.
Civilization is a truly beautiful thing, Mr. Marston. Listen, can you help me?
Well, I can try. What do you need, money?
No, nothing so complicated. I need an extra hand to take out the herd to pasture.
Sure. Point me in the right direction.
Ok, veramente molto bello il filmato di intro a questa missione. Per il resto recuperiamo il cavallo e vediamo cosa dobbiamo fare.
Let's head over to the cow pen. It's about time a budding farmer such as yourself learned how to herd cattle.
Come on!
Come on, boys. Thank you for telling me all that back there. It must have been hard for you.
Hope you understand now.
Cominciate a guadagnarti l'abilità della cavalcatura.
I didn't know you had a wife and child.
Su quest'ultima ha una maggiore resistenza.
They're lucky to have
Ottimo.
a man like you.
I ain't so sure about that, but thank you.
How are you, Miss McFarland?
Yeah!
Mi sa che questa missione sarà abbastanza noiosa.
Get behind the herd. Let's start to move it in the
Se li fanno passare.
assuming they aren't put off by your smell.
Quindi? Dobbiamo scortare le mucche. Mamma mia, che palle ste mucche. Dai, una mossa, per cortesia. Minchia. Porca miseria, ste mucche, mezz'ora che andavo per i cavoli loro. Finalmente ci sono riuscito. E ci dobbiamo... una parola. Per te è facile. Mica per me, piano. Oh, siamo arrivati.
You're not bad with the herd. Ranching might be your true calling, Mr. Marston. Either that, or you were a cow in a past life.
Thank you, Miss McFarland.
I'll see you later. I have work to do back at the ranch.
Minchia, tutto sto casino. Mi sembra salito come un cane. Con ste mucche. Anche se l'ho tagliato sicuramente perché mi hanno fatto perdere un casino di tempo. Cioè, per farvi accompagnare fino in qui queste mucche che... E basta, c'è missione del cavolo praticamente, vabbè. Allora, facciamo un'altra missione con Bonnie sperando che sia meno noiosa. Scendi. Ok. Cavalli selvaggi e non ho letto l'altro.
How are you?
Non ho letto il resto.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Did you meet my father? John Marston, this is my father, Drew McFarland.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Marston. Please. So, my daughter informs me that you're here on some secret mission to remove some undesirables from the county.
Something like that. I'm grateful for the hospitality, sir.
Well, you know, we've lived here for 30 years now. Came here from the east. The land had never been settled. For 10 years, we fought the Indians. Tough men. Then we had outlaws, and we had drought, and we had smallpox, terrible winters, cholera. I buried more of my children than I raised.
Sorry to hear that, sir.
I've seen strong men wither and die under that unforgiving sun. That whole herds of cattle just take sick and die. But I've never once doubted my life here.
No, sir.
When I hear about this so-called federal government sending out agents to covertly murder and control people, then I start to worry. I mean, yeah, all right, Williamson is a menace, and men like him are the plague. But isn't a government agent a worse menace? And all that symbolizes, I mean.
You may be right, sir.
Well, you're a brave man. You're always gonna be welcome here. But you tell your friends out east that we don't want to live like that out here. That sneaking around and spying and secret missions. Right? It's preposterous.
Trust me, sir. I agree with you.
Good. Good. Well, we won't insult you any further. Come on, Bonnie, we got things to do.
Mr. Marston, do you want to join us? It's Daddy's favorite pastime. Apart from political discourse, that is.
What is?
Breaking in horses. Come on. I hear you're a pretty decent rider. For a city dweller, that is.
You're gonna need this, Mr. Marston. Right, now you got some rope on your belt. Let's see if we can't wrangle some horses.
Boh, ci proviamo. Allora, prendiamo il nostro cavallino. E procediamo. Dove andiamo?
Let's go. You sure have some
This way.
theories on what the government's doing, sir?
They ain't theories, Mr. Marston. I saw the telegram Marshall got from Blackwater. It ain't exactly a state secret that sent you.
Well, is he wrong? I saw those men from the train.
The government can go to hell if you ask me. Those sons of bitches would steal a coin off a dead man's eyes.
Mr. Marston!
He's right. Now, I don't know much about politics,
Please, Paul, can we just enjoy
but I
the
know
ride?
we're only as free as they say we are. Power's like a drink. The more you have, the more you want. And there's few men who
È bella, bella sta
There are certain
similitudine.
things in this country a woman could do much better, if you ask me.
I ain't gonna argue with that, Miss McFarland.
There's the horses! Get that lasso ready!
rope one of them for me, Marston.
Allora, dobbiamo utilizzare questo. La corda.
Rope, Marston. Hang on to that rope, Marston.
Ok. Attenzione.
Try not to spook him too much!
Let's see it, boy. That's it. Now,
Aspetta, aspetta, aspetta perché non è facile.
Hey there!
That's it! Don't give up!
Relax
slow
now!
down.
You're doing fine!
Show me what you got, boy.
Oh, this ain't good!
Come on in, cowboy.
Non ce la facciamo al primo tentativo.
Come on, let's go.
Easy!
You'll have this in no time!
This don't feel too good!
Ce l'abbiamo fatta.
Look at that. We'll
Signore, ce l'abbiamo
out
fatta.
of you yet.
A domare questo cavallo. Riprendiamo il nostro.
You leave this one to me. Activity for an old timer like me. I'll take this one back to the ranch. See you later.
Come on, Mr. Marston! Let's rope another one!
Dai, quasi quasi ci sto trovando gusto. Vado a prenderne un altro. Preso.
You haven't got all day! Damn, you lost him!
No, no, no. Aspetta.
Come on, rope one of them!
Vieni qua.
What are you waiting for?
Aspetta. Porca miseria.
Keep a good hold on him! Thought we had him there!
Di nuovo. Aspetta un attimo. Riproviamo. Cioè, sto facendo più fatica a prenderli che a domarli.
Slow down! Come on!
You got one! Hold on to him! You gotta keep him on a short rope! That's it! Hold him there! You must keep him close, Mr. Marston!
Aspetta.
Hang on to him!
Fermo. Ok,
To him!
dai,
Catching out.
non
Whoa!
facciamoci fregare.
Oh, damn! Relax now. Nearly there.
Piano, aspetta, oh. Aspetta un attimo. Ok. Ci facciamo buttare giù. Ce l'abbiamo fatta.
You're
Benissimo,
nice work! I think that'll do it for
perfetto.
next round.
Andate, vieni qua. Andiamo indietro. Abbiamo domato 2 cavalli selvatici.
I like your father.
I'm glad. He's quite a character.
He's got a good life here. The life I want. For me and my family, I mean.
We don't have a lot anymore.
You have enough. It's one that gets so many folks in trouble.
It'll sap your spirit and make you poor, but it's straight and it's decent.
There's no better night's sleep than after an honest day's work.
It's no wonder you look so tired then.
Some deck must be shy of Joker, Miss McFarland.
Whoa! Well
Okay.
done, Mr. Marston. These are fine horses.
Hey, Bonnie. Amos was saying some horses been spotted somewhere outside of Armadillo.
Let's go, Mr. Marston. We can really do with those horses.
the wicked. Let's see if we can track down that other herd of horses.
You never did tell
Il luogo
me
dell'incontro.
married. Aside from the snobbery, that is.
Clean off. You sure asked a lot.
I'm just surprised, that's all. You must have been quite a catch.
The fact that
Andiamo al luogo dell'incontro.
says it all.
No, un po' più
That's
piano.
not what I mean. You must have had some suitors, that's all I'm saying.
Some, I suppose. Here and there. A ranch in the middle of Hennigan's Stead ain't really the place to find a husband. Amos, he's a little, well, you know, countrified.
Where'd you get your airs and graces, Miss McFarland?
From a couple of cheap governesses Paul hired to save us from being savages. I'd like to talk about more than just cattle and chickens sometimes, that's all. And after my brother left, it was up to me to become the man of the ranch. He'd never admit it, but my pa's a lot frailer than he looks.
You're worth two of any man I know, miss.
I'll try to take that as a compliment.
In many ways, my wife is kind of like you, Miss McFarland.
Is that so?
She's always been a woman in a man's world.
Looks like the ranch hand's up ahead.
Ok.
Let's drive them up the canyon, where it narrows. We'll trap them there.
Move it! Whoa there.
Ce l'abbiamo fatta, porca miseria.
Looks like we got the lot of them. What magnificent animals they are. Hey, the stallion's getting away. Chase him down and bring him back. Get after him!
Pure questa. Solo questa ci mancava. Dobbiamo recuperare lo stallone.
Let's go.
La parola. Porca miseria. Dai, prima che se ne va.
Go.
Dove cazzo è andato a finire?
Slow down.
Aspetta che l'abbiamo... Oh!
Come on, easy up now.
Una bella cosa, aspetta un attimo. Proviamo a... No, devo fare una genialata, tutta una cagata alla fine. Aspetta. Troppo lontano, aspetta. Fermate. Ecco.
Come on. Almost got you.
Allora, il terzo cavallo che proviamo a domare, cerchiamo di fare anche questo al primo tentativo.
Steady. Come on, baby. Calm down. Easy there.
Dai, sei piuttosto del previsto. Oh,
That wasn't so bad.
porca miseria. L'abbiamo fatta. Missione compiuta.
Thanks for your help today, Mr. Marston. We got some fine horses. You know, why don't you keep that stallion as your own, as a thank you from all of us?
Thank you, ma'am. He's a fine animal.
Vabbè, dai, più semplice del previsto sta missione, dai, ci può stare.